So I have another quick tip for you. A friend of mine asked me recently about finding punkwood, because I had done some videos where I got some punkwood and I charred it, and I used my knife, or my quartz and steel to ignite it, and I've used solar ignition with punkwood. But where do you get the punkwood? Well, I found an old dead stump, and this is probably becoming a bit of a theme for me now. I like to look at stumps as I go past, but another resource I just found. So give me a second, I'm going to set up and show you the punkwood I just found. So I'm about 15, maybe 20 feet away from the edge of the lake, and I was just going down to get some water, and I came past an old stump maple tree and had a closer look, and I think we've got a good example of punkwood. Let me show you what I found. So this piece of wood, about 14 inches long, is feather light, which is a good starting indication. You can also see, if you look closely, the camera focus there, a lot of ant or other type of bugs have gone through the wood. The wood comes off of my fingers very nicely, very light, and the quality I look for in punkwood is the sponginess. Does it give when I press in with my fingers and return a little bit like a sponge? Now it has to be a firm sponge, but this in case does. So let me just set up and see if I can't catch an ember off of my ferrocerium rod onto this punkwood. I've had mixed success with punkwood. It has to be dry. And some of the best places to find dry punkwood is when you find an overturned tree and it's out at a horizontal and it's obviously coming apart and rotting. Go underneath, reach underneath the tree and pull at the dead wood there. Quite often that's drier than the stuff, well, will be drier than the stuff on top. So let me reposition the camera and see if I can't catch a spark with my ferrocerium rod. Alright, ferrocerium rod, knife. Let's see if we can't find a spot that we can't catch a spark. Carpet went out. Let's try it again. Give it a good shower. Give it a good chance to catch. There we go. Hopefully you can see that smoke rising off of that. There you go, just another example of the things you can find when you look closely at old stumps as you go through the woods. So, punkwood, nice resource to have. Now, I did say that I find that it can be a little bit challenging sometimes to get an ember. This is an excellent example of punkwood and something that will take a spark from a ferrocerium rod very readily. And I could have created a bird's nest and blown that into flame, but we're in the midst of a burn ban here in Nova Scotia, so I didn't want to do that. But you could also do things like if you're doing a bow drill and you want to back up the ember with a little extra coal extender, the punkwood makes an excellent coal extender for that. I could have powdered it a little bit and created a pile, and it's a little cloudy, a little iffy. I might have gotten an ember from solar ignition, but it can be used for solar ignition as well. So it also chars extremely well. It goes in light and it comes out even better. And I've never had a problem getting charred punkwood to accept a spark, either from a quartz and steel or from solar, and certainly not from ferrocerium. So there you go, another quick tip. If you're walking through the woods, take a look at those old stumps. They hold resources that are very helpful for all of us. So if you've enjoyed this video, stay tuned for the next. And in the meantime, get out and explore. Take the path less traveled. It'll make all the difference. Bye for now.